How would you handle making the tough decisions that you know are in the best interest of the district, but are unpopular with school employees and or the community?
That's a tough one. But I think being a board member, you will face that a lot, many times. I think, being a board member, the primary responsibility of being a board member is you need to focus on the students. We do everything and say that the policy should be around the students, not just for the convenience of the adults. If there's anything that will impair students' benefit, hinder students' learning, I would take my position and implement make the decision on that part. I know that a district is a very big organization, and you involve so many different parties to make a decision. But I think being a board member, the most important thing is that I need to know why I'm here and what I'm trying to do and what we try to accomplish and what kind of impact we will have for the children. That's something that when I make a decision, I know a lot of people say, quite often people say, this is what the community wants. To me, when I make a decision, I always say what the community needs and what the student needs, what the best interest that I can accomplish when making when making the decision for our students, for Roland as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Stanton. Speaker.
When I vote, it will always be with students in mind. If it is good for the students, I'm going to vote that way. If the community is having a problem and doesn't think I should vote that way, I would want to hear their concerns and see why and try to tell them that this is best for the students. I will only vote if it's very good with the students. I would want to hear their concerns and find out why they don't think it is very good to vote yes or no on this thing that we're talking about. But when I vote, it is going to be always for the best interests of our students at Roland. And once I do that, I know I have made the right decision, and the community and the staff will be happy with my decision overall.
Thank you, Ms. Speaker. Mrs. Chu.
Communication is the most important part in answering these questions. We need to let both parties understand what's the most important, what is the reasons behind to making the decision. I have been dealing with a lot of situations like this as a commercial property directors. I'm in the middle, in between the owners and the tenants. And as everyone knows, owners has their thoughts. They want to have their best interest. So does tenant. So in order to make both parties a win-win situation, negotiation and communication are the two very useful tools to make each party understand why we make the decision, the reason behind it. Thank you.
Mr. Malcolm.
You stole my thunder. I agree with that communication is the key to making a decision. However, it's not always going to be the popular or decision that everybody likes. If you make a decision that everybody likes all of the time, then I don't think you're managing correctly. You have a goal, you have a vision, you have a mission, and that's what the school district has. And if you keep that in mind when making decisions, I think you'll make the right decision as long as you have appropriate input into that decision. What happens is a lot of times people or organizations such as the school district will have a vision and a mission and goals. And it's something that's printed on a piece of paper that's hung on a wall and it's forgotten. And that's when you start getting into trouble, because then you're making decisions that are basically subjective rather than being objective. And I think that's what gets you in trouble. So if you always keep in mind what's your vision, what's your mission, what your goals are, and you make decisions that's in line with those, they'll be the right decision. Might not be the most popular decision, but they'll be the right decision. And I think that's what you need to do when making any decision. And communication is the goal to that.
Okay, a lot of what everybody said is it's true. The communication thing is very important. And within the district, over the past decades, there's been a lot of divisiveness and to confrontational attitudes towards the various elements, what I call the education platform, the teachers, everybody has a sector in there. And if to have the proper respect, and if everybody's tuned into what the mission is, and we all realize what our part is, that we realize that things change over time. Most recently with the classifieds, I had to lay off some people and cut some hours and so forth. And it wasn't done with a great deal of loving care, and there was an issue behind it. And I was at the school board meeting when these people are essentially begging for their jobs. And I understand that completely. In the situation with the teachers union and their raises and so forth. Once we ameliorate and improve this attitude situation where everybody's on the same sheet of music for this joint education platform, things will go forward and people will understand and not have a selfishness, over time. And this attitude situation is not going to change overnight. And we can also reflect in the LA Times, they had a situation with the Los Angeles School District that says thousands of teachers jobs are threatened by the charter school situation. Well, are we in the business of looking out for the best possible education for the kids? And for their future or for ourselves. The teachers, everybody within the system has to come to, hey, gotta do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Humphries. Ms. Friedman, it's your turn to select a question.